one of the world's widely consumed beverages, is the result of a long and intricate process of planting, plucking, processing, and packaging. Tea is not just a beverage, it's a way of life. It is refreshing and invigorating. It is the drink that cheers. Tea is traditionally plucked by hand. Plucking is a meticulous operation. It is a delicate process that is critical to the quality of made tea. Sets of 2 leaves and the terminal bud are hand plucked with a snap of the wrist. The plucked tea leaves are transported to the factory, where they undergo several stages of processing, such as withering or allowing the leaves to wilt and soften, maceration, or the process that shapes the leaves and wrings out the juices, oxidation, or the chemical process that helps develop the typical tea characteristics, drying or moisture removal, sorting, and grading. Careful and proper processing brings out the full potential of the green leaves and gives you that perfect cup of tea that also packs some incredible health benefits.
Tea is known to be associated with various health benefits, but in recent times, due to development and progress made in the science, particularly in the field of natural product chemistry and molecular biology, now we know that polyphenols, catechins in green tea and thiaflavins in black tea are mainly responsible for these health benefits. Besides, caffeine too has also many benefits, like it acts as a neuroprotector, it acts as a vasodilator. When consumed in a medium that is 6 cups a day as per scientific evidence. Tea is also rich in L-theanine, unique to tea. It's an amino acid, and recently it has been found that it has a very good cognitive, positive cognitive activity, and it also has a positive effect on sleep and also in cardiovascular diseases and obesity. Tea consumption is positively related with lower risks of ischemic heart disease as well as some major coronary events. Another significant finding was published in European Journal of Nutrition, where the researchers studies the relation between tea consumption and metabolic syndrome. The study found out that tea consumption is inversely related with this particular metabolic syndromes, where the participants are found to have low BMI as well as low fat content as compared to the non-consumers of tea. Tea consumption has also been positively found to be related with higher bone density. Tea is also very good for intestinal bowel syndrome, that is ulcerative colitis. And it has found that tea consumption leads to the stability, increase the density of this inner lining of the intestine, large intestine. And there also come a very interesting phenomenon nowadays that's very popular, it's gaining popularity. That's a role of gut microbiota in human health. And tea consumption is also related with that, because it was found that tea increases the homeostasis of this gut microbiota in the intestine, particularly in the large intestine, because tea polyphenols are mainly absorbed in colon. And tea polyphenol and gut, they have a crosstalk. What does the crosstalk mean actually? Because these polyphenols are getting metabolized into this colon. And likewise, tea also helps in maintaining the homeostasis of the colon cell. And another phenomenon is the gut-lung axis. These are gaining popularity, and tea also helps in maintaining this homeostatic environment of the lungs and overall human health through this homeostatic environment of gut microbiota. We all know that tea as an antimicrobials, right? It's a very good property against viral diseases. It has a good property against bacteria. And studies, particularly clinical trials, recently been done on influenza patients, and it was found that this tea consumption, it has a good effect on upper respiratory tract infection. So study participant who regularly takes tea has a lower risk of having upper respiratory tract infection than the non-tea consumers. It also has a direct effect on the many viruses. Tea is good against herpes simplex viruses. It has a antiviral property against calciviruses, influenza I already mentioned, but there are others. And also I'd like to mention one particular virus that we Tukla at TRA have worked on, and that is hepatitis C virus. So thiaflavin, that's a black tea polyphenol, it has a very good antiviral activity against hepatitis C virus. And what we have found that it has a direct effect on the virion particle, that is a virus. In a nutshell, I can say that tea, enjoy your cup of tea, that will cheer you up, and that also will do many good to your health.
The perfect cup of tea depends on the brewing technique. Let's brew a cup of CTC tea. Take 150 ml water. Boil the water until the first bubbles appear. Add 1 teaspoon of CTC tea to the teapot. Add the boiling water to the teapot. Close the lid and let it steep for 4 to 5 minutes. Add sugar, pour, and serve. Drink tea, stay healthy, stay happy.